He's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is not another shooting show. We go to Knoxville, Tennessee, where a man accidentally shot himself in the Bearden High School parking lot last Saturday, like a week and a half ago, according to the Knoxville Police Department. Based on KPD's preliminary investigation, the department believes that a man was sitting in a car when he unholstered his gun. It discharged, hitting him in the lower body. Officers responded to the location around 5:30 p.m. The victim was taken to the University of Tennessee Medical Center with injuries that appeared non-life-threatening. You know what just popped in my head just now?
What's that?
What if one of these stories we do one day is like a dude who listens to our show?
Oh, God. Well, I would hope they would send it to us before it...
I would hope so. We would do it with all the love and respect and shit talk that we could pop. But I mean, we would shit talk you with all the love.
Because, like, this dude committed a school shooting. Statistically, it would go into the statistic of school shooting when it was him just... Likely he was just... I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He was disarming himself before...
he was attempting to disarm himself at the school before the shooting.
Right,
yeah.
and then shot himself mid-unholster.
I mean, it doesn't say who the guy was, like, beyond, like, it was a guy in a car in a school parking lot.
At
like,
5:30.
Is this a teacher? Yeah, 5:30 p.m., so it's like after hours at the school. I have a feeling this is like a janitor or a school employee of some kind who was carrying, and they got there, and they're like, oh, I got to take my gun out because I'm not supposed to have a gun on school inside the school.
Or
and then
parent,
they torch around off into their leg.
Yep. That's 100% what I'm expecting. I was thinking parent that had to go to parent-teacher conference.
You're probably right. Like a parent going to a thing.
Yeah, the choir concert or the basketball game or whatever, and went to disarm himself reasonably, and he's just so
Fucked
used
up.
to gun come out of holster, finger go on trigger, bang.
That's one thing I put a thing on my teaching website. It's a concealed carry dry fire program, and it's very simple and basic. But the thing I put in there that is very important, I think, is there's two types of draws you practice. There's the draw to sight picture with finger on trigger, but don't pull trigger. And then there's the draw to sight picture and pull trigger, like both.
Right. Well,
because if all you ever do is the pull trigger one, guess what happens when it happens for real?
Right. And me and Owen were talking about today. We did some training. And
you mean you were practicing?
Yes. Sorry.
Thank you.
God damn it. Now I need to go commit seppuku. But
that's 3 episodes in a row where Jeff makes a suicide joke. Thank you.
If you can't joke about suicide, you can't talk about suicide. So if your friends are joking with you about suicide, check on them, but also continue the joke. Because everyone, I got my tax sports and they're great and I enjoy them. And I was doing some practicing with the Owens, and one of the things, I get nervous, like, oh God, like, when do I turn the safety off? Like, what?
That's a whole thing you're going to have to learn, isn't it?
Well, and Owen, like, I put him under the beep, and he was like, yeah, my safety comes off when my grip is forming. So, like, the gun is pointed down range, the hands are getting onto the gun. Okay, now flip off. And I was like, okay, that makes perfect sense. I also realized I don't try to win on my first shot. Even when I'm shooting my Shadow 2 with the double action, all this shit, I don't prep the trigger before, like, okay, sights are on gun. Okay, now I'm doing the thing. So, like, I will never win the quick draw competition or the one reload one that Tristan loves to do on Instagram. I'll never be that guy because I am like finger on side of gun until, okay, now, yep, I confirmed that the dot is on the thing. Okay, now I'll pull the trigger. And with a 1 pound trigger, it's fucking easy to do.
Yeah. I am when I clicked the safety off, I actually, before this episode, because I knew we were going to be talking about tax sports, so I went and grabbed mine out of the safe. And when I come out of the holster I am more subdued with my tack sport than any other pistol I draw, just because of the super light trigger and the safety. It's just more to deal with. And like when I went back to shooting it last year, I was just like, I don't like it. I was really torn about, like, I was going to shoot LO mostly last year, but like I was really thinking about just doing it with a double action Shadow 2, But once I got over the mental part of it, then it's fine. And it is an easier gun to shoot than a Shadow 2, I think.
It is. You have created a convert.
I think it's pretty hard, especially if you have even, like, I don't have small hands, but I don't have giant hands either. I think I have pretty average hands for an adult male who's 6 feet tall, but it's just easier to grip and shoot than any other pistol I own, for sure.
It is weird switching back and forth. One thing that changed about my tack sports today is I may or may not have a tendency to exploit my friendships to a certain degree.
Are you stealing mags from Owen?
No, I should have. That would have been a great idea. No. So I bought lock magwells for my guns. But as I will gladly and proudly say, I'm retarded when it comes to like mechanical shit.
What?
So I wasn't really
serious.
I wasn't really sure exactly what tool I needed to do and what like foot pounds and all that shit. So I brought them with me to the range, and Owen, because Owen is a responsible adult, had all of the tools to change the magwells, and he changed my magwells for me.
I would not have had the tools to change your magwells for sure.
But he did. He even had the right torque spec to make sure that it was.
That's because he's a carpenter. He can't help himself but have all the tools to do anything.
Correct. And I didn't go there with the intention of like, hey, do this for me. But he knocked one out in like 2 minutes, and I was like, yeah. I just put the other one up there with the other magwell, and it was done within 5 minutes. So now I have magwells on my gun that actually line up with the goddamn magwell. TZ, I love you, but god damn it, guys. Oh, hey, we're gonna put a magwell on our gun. Should it line up with the other like parts of the magwell? Nah, no, it's fine.
It's a magwell in spirit. Hey, I have a CZ magwell on my tack sport, and after I dremeled the fuck out of the bottom of the frame, it was fine.
After I permanently changed the gun, it worked great.
Yes. Yeah. It was perfect. Anyway, so you still are not working with a holster though, right?
Well,
or did Owen have one you could borrow?
No. I may or may not have figured out that my
Uncle Mike's vinyl holster?
No, my GX holster, it fits sort of. Would it be legal at a USPSA match? Yes.
Really?
Yes, but the trigger is like, because I mean, you're literally holding a tack sport right now.
I already am seeing a problem.
Right. So you see that. So like, basically, once it's in the holster, you can like see the trigger, but everything else is holster like. So me and Owen came to the conclusion of like, hey, don't be fucking retarded, and I can work out of the holster. So I worked out of my Shadow 2 holster with my tack sport 2. And it was fine. I can't lock the holster.
Yeah.
And like I said, the gun is not like fully seated into it. But if I took a heat gun and like opened up the bottom of the holster, it would fit perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But if I went to a USPSA match, I would be immediately DQ'd for the exposed trigger.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, as long as you're not an idiot about it, that's probably okay to like start working with it out of a holster, because there's just something about not drawing a gun when your sport is USPSA. Like, you have to draw the gun.
It feels so goddamn wrong.
Even though it's just this one little part, but it's how we always do it. So, with the exception of the handful of table starts that we do,
Right. Well, and it was really funny. We talked about it in Wednesday's episode. Is I'm so used to the hammer down of a Shadow 2 that I would get done shooting our little stage, and I would go to put the hammer down on the tac sport and go, oh, nope. That safety on. Like,
so, put the hammer down on your gun right now.
Yep.
And now pull the trigger.
Yes. Completely safe.
Yeah. No, it's... God, the trigger on my gun is so dumb.
I'm waiting for my like...
You probably actually have to put a little bit of effort into the trigger press.
My Shadow 2s are not...
No, I'm talking about your tac sport.
Right. And what I'm saying is the internet jerk-off session around a tac sport trigger, my Shadow 2s were not far off that. They may even be slightly better. And so currently I like the triggers, but they are not God's gift to triggers.
No, and also triggers that just have a great break and are heavier, I think are just as good.
Yes.
As a super light trigger that takes no pressure to set off. Like I know I've said a million times, my 686 trigger in single action is the greatest trigger I have.
Yep.
Because it just, once that 4.5 pounds of weight is there, it breaks. It literally collapses and goes. There's no creep. There's no nothing. It just goes.
Right. Yeah. And so I was trying to do some build drills today, and I couldn't break a 16 split with my tac sport, but I was in the 13 12s with my Shadow 2.
It's a different trigger though. I mean,
it is.
It's a different system. Like there's a little more slop and play in the Shadow 2 trigger because it's a double action gun. Yeah. It's just a totally different trigger.
Well, and one of the other parts, doing a build drill, like you said, you got to do it from the holster. Well, getting these brand new aluminum lock grips, they're supposed to go with the lock.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so they're a little sharp. They cut the fuck out of the bottom of my hand because my hand's big enough to get down to them, and so the grips are kind of sharp, but they're not hand bleeding sharp. But the Magwell, because it's literally brand new, was ooh, that is unpleasant. I do not like that. So I've got to wear it in a little bit and let my hands get a little bit conditioned.
I'm trying to go find what their Magwell looks like. It is made of aluminum.
Aluminium.
No, that's what you say if you're British.
Correct.
Oh, yeah. I remember I've seen these Magwells before, yeah. They look weird on a Shadow 2.
They do. They look correct on a tac sport.
Yeah, I don't like Magwells on Shadow 2s. It just looks wrong to me.
Correct. But I have changed my opinion on the whole LOCO. If you're going to have Magwells, you got to have the motherfucking Magwell because goddamn, I throw a magazine at the gun and it's oh, it's there. Don't worry about it.
But you suck at reloading. So it helps you. I don't suck at reloading. It's not an issue. I fuck up reloads with my tac sport just as much as I do with the Shadow 2. Yes, the tac sport's a little easier, but if I gack a reload, it's because the two angles are just completely wrong.
Yeah. The little reloading work I have done so far has been very net positive to the Magwell. So I'm a fan. The one reload a stage, isn't a world ender, but it is really fun to just literally throw a mag at the gun. And you're like, oh, that's in. We're cool. Except for I don't have base pads on my mags yet. And
you just have the 20 rounders?
Yeah, and so the new Magwell, they are flush fit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, this is stupid.
Is it hard to get them in and lock them?
Yeah. So I had a number of times where I was like, first round, and then click, and I was like, damn it. And then I pushed the mag, and it clicked, and I was like, oh, yep, that was the issue.
Are your extensions arriving soon, or?
I have not.
Oh, wait.
Yet.
We have to. Okay. You have to tell everybody. We're going to go through Jeff's Pro Shop shopping cart.
Oh, God.
But at least he hasn't bought it yet, but he has the cart, and it's all ready to go. And if you want to hear what's in the cart, patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It's only $3.57 a month, and you will get all of the rest of this episode, including what is in Jeff's cart right now and the obscene amount of money that it would cost if he just bought what's in there right now. I do that sometimes too, though, where I'm just like, anything I might buy, it's usually with powder and primers for me. And then I look at the cart and I'm like, ooh, no,
Yeah.
we gotta, no, okay, I don't need the military number 34 primers that bad. Okay, I'll remove those. Yeah, and I almost ordered some more, and I forgot that's the 1,000 you got me in Omaha because they had them there. I forgot that was the brick of primers I had you get me down there.
Nice.
But anyway. Not Another Shooting Show on YouTube as well. We have a YouTube channel. We're starting to trickle some content out there, and I think sometime in the next couple of months, we'll have a video version of this podcast.
So you get to see drunk me.
Yes, you get to see drunk us for sure. r/NASS on Reddit. MW Activewear, the finest jerseys for your match. And all of the matches, we did that and the other thing. Patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It's only $3.57 a month.